I could really use your help. My roommate's been missing since the Halloween party.
Okay, got a name? The last known location?
His name's Carlos. I ran a facial recognition search across social media. Here, let me text you what I found.
Smart. What's your name?
Philip Chang.
Okay, Philip. I'll find Carlos. If you get info on anyone else who's missing, let me know. Okay, looks like I need to find the location in this picture. I see the Statue of Liberty, so it's gotta be way south of here. Not close to the university. Probably the financial district.
Alright guys, we're going to the financial district. Where the hell is that?
Philip, I'm headed to where the...
Okay, hold on, I'm gonna... That's where Liberty Island, so I'm gonna... Yeah,
Picture was taken. How recent is it?
Timestamp half an hour ago.
Nice heuristics. You did that facial tracker on your own?
Yeah, it's my thesis project. I'm hoping it'll help me land a
on
job.
the way to the financial
If this
district.
works, you can count on me for a reference.
Now, hold on, I'm gonna get rid of this, because it's probably gonna give me a marker. Okay, I guess not.
If the statue's in the shot, this has to be somewhere near the bottom of the island.
Yeah. I'm trying to where to go. No one's on. No one's watching this right now. But if anyone does join, what suit should I use? I forgot them unlocked. Sorry. I've been sick, but I was sick. I've been coughing a lot though. Here he is. On top of this building. Where he was last. Because if you can, must have been still.
Trees near water. The building's probably next to a park.
It's right here. No, this isn't it. Oh,
That looks like the spot over there.
There's a fire.
These students are acting like the ones at the Halloween party. Lee must have corrupted them.
Oh yeah, spoiler alert, if you haven't played this game, I beaten it, he's gone. He's not Mr. Negative anymore. Sorry, I'm not used to...
Fire spreading. I better end this fast.
I'm not used to having to, use I normally just play like this. Occasionally I switch it up and use some of these. Oh, it doesn't let me. Oh, what the heck is this?
That's the last of them.
Okay, how do I put out the fire? I guess the concussive blast could, but I'm out of those. Oh, okay. We're good.
What happened? Everything was fine, and then so much anger. I couldn't think straight.
It's over now. Though I'd stay off the internet for a while.
That was easy. Not gonna lie. Sweet. Leveled up. Superior level up. Oh, like just 1 plus health. So, 1 plus melee damage. Bro, what do you think this is? Alright. I'll do this cat mission, and then, yeah, I see that side mission. I'll do that. I won't even listen to anyone on here. That sucks. Oh yeah, cat.
Alicia thinks she's toying with me, but I learned something in each of these scenes.
You know, I have like done like 5 of these, I'm pretty sure. And there it is.
Meow. I think some big-time lawyer lives here. I bet she's after his client list to find new targets.
And I know that you do
Hey,
get a
do it-
suit when you're done with these.
It is.
That bird
But she's
too.
one smart cat.
The network is down, I just... Did that, what? Network is down. Maybe I did something else. Oh, so we're having with the cat, black cat. Okay.
After much listener demand, today I am finally going to answer the question I have posed for many years. Spider-Man, threat or menace? Yes, that's right. It's time. I'm taking a position, and that position is... he's both. Sometimes he's a threatening menace, and sometimes he's a menacing threat. But come on, how can you menace someone without also being a threat? And vice versa. And for those grammar Nazis among you who say I'm being redundant, it's called art. I'm a wordsmith. It's a rhetorical device. If you don't like it, I'll tell you where you can shove that device. Okay, my intern is telling me it's time for my pills. We will be right back.
Alright, so I have to know those. Okay, that's good. Alright. Now I guess I'm doing this again. You guys didn't see it, but I did just do this one.
Spider-Man! I need a minute!
This one? No, I did just see this one. What
Look,
am I?
I know you've been hacking into our crime system towers.
Wasn't me. I mean, what towers?
I don't mind. In fact, I need your help. I think someone's jamming the system, and they must be using multiple jammers to cover the full frequency range. Could you take a look? If you help, I promise I won't tell anyone you're hacking us.
I prefer to call it sharing, but sure. The jammers emit a signal I can detect. Just need to swing through the financial
Alright,
district
well that's
and
weird. I just did one with the same name, but it's not the same mission.
Found a signal. Just need to follow it.
It's weird. But whatever.
The closer I am to the jammer, the stronger the signal gets.
Let's do this. That sucks. Okay, here we go.
Fisk's men.
Boink.
This is my shock face.
No, you're telling me I just took them all out without being noticed. Oh my god.
Maybe
now
not.
I'm taking them all out. Shut up. Okay, how do I... It's this thing. What do I do with it? Do I just yeet it? I think I'm gonna have to yeet it. I don't know what they say. Can't fix it. Web it up. Okay, why don't I have my 10? What happened to my things? I upgraded it in silver lining. There we go. There's a fella here.
Ignoring now.
Here we go.
Gotta take out the jamming device.
Maybe I am supposed to eat it then.
That jammer
I
still
am
must
supposed to eat it.
Shoddy workmanship.
I just kind of webbed it up. Do it all.
I just took out a jamming device. Does that do anything?
No, but like I said, there's probably a bunch of them.
Makes sense. I'll track him down.
Well, time to yeet these balls. Not even yeet. Time to just...
I wonder if Fisk's men had anything to do with the system going down in the first place.
Where are they then? Oh, here they are. Yeah, I saw them. I saw them network.
Aw, they had a jamming party and didn't invite me.
Goddamn, Spider-Man. I'll shut your mouth
I don't
permanent.
even know where they are. What the hell?
Not.
Oh god, they spotted me. That sucks. Just get rid of it. Sniper!
You asked.
Hey, leave me alone, Dad. Well, you're not even my dad, okay? I don't even know what you are. Oh man, it really sucks to suck.
Stop playing around.
Oh, bye Goodbye, Dad. Is one here too? What? Yeah, no, that's what I thought.
Just need to get rid of the jammer.
No, is that Mom leaving her office? Because I don't want to leave
Job's
yet.
not done until that jammer's in
Go
pieces.
down. Hold on, let's see if I can do this. Can I make it? Honestly.
Gotta smash the jammer, or this was all for nothing.
She arrived at the office. Point.
Sometimes breaking stuff is the answer. And it's fun, too.
Spider-Man, it's working. I'm starting to get a weak signal. It's garbled, but I picked up something about Fisk and outfits.
Fisk was the kingpin of crime, but he didn't deal in knockoff fashion. The sooner the system is fixed, the sooner we know what they're planning. There's only one jammer left.
He's a bigger part of the story than I thought he was. Okay. I knew he was a big part, like all the Fisk hideouts.
Found you.
and shit.
Anyone else surprised?
Got eyes on Spider-Man. I'll teach you some respect.
Man, sucks to suck. Come on,
Who needs a nap? Now I just need to wreck the jammer.
yeet. Boing. Sure, no one
Okay,
watching
that's
me
the
still?
last of them. The system should be back online.
Spider-Man, the crime system's working again.
Great.
Yeah, I love all of
Any more info on Fisk's men or those outfits?
No, but the system's reporting unauthorized activity down by the docks. I'm sending coordinates now.
I'll check it out. Gotta get to the docks before they
Unauthorized
escape.
activity? Not unauthorized activity. Since no one's watching to pick my skin, I might as well just pick my own skin. Okay. What? I really want this skin. I really like this one. Nobody else likes it. I don't know why. Just don't. I really want someone to join my stream. That's all I want. Okay, I guess not, but I know no one likes my streams. Come on, people. Come on, hold on. Something man, Mr. Postman. Okay, guys. Is there any way? No one can
Enough
even
firepower
hear
for a
me.
small
Yeah,
army.
listening.
Whatever they're planning to do with those, it's nothing good. Gotta find out what those guns are for.
What the hell?
You're done.
What's up, fucker?
It's time
What's
for
up?
heroes as team. You got Davey!
Might be nothing.
You're just not very observant.
Someone's in for a bad day.
Was that them? Was that them all? No, crap.
That's awesome.
Boink. That was too easy.
Now maybe I can figure out what's going on.
Can't be all of them. That was way too easy.
Guns, prison guard uniforms, and spoofed ID cards. They were planning to bust Fisk out of the raft.
Bust Fisk out of the raft.
Sorry to spoil your prison break, guys. Say goodnight.
Oh, hello, Miles. I see you. Hello, Miles. What skin should I use? That all? Okay.
Looks like New York's finest have it from here.
Everything's clear on my end, too. Thanks for restoring the system, Spider-Man. I won't tell anyone you're piggybacking on it, but if you get caught, you're on your own.
I have no idea what you're talking about. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have to delete my selfies from the crime
Miles,
system
join my
servers.
party. I'll invite you. Are you on? Cool. Okay. I'm gonna send you an invite. Oh, you're not. Where are you? You should spam the chat.
Another low information
Miles,
spider
can you spam the
fanboy
chat?
tried to troll me, as the young people say, by claiming Spider-Man was providing a public service plugging leaks in water towers. Let me tell you why this itsy-bitsy brain spider was climbing this particular water spout, people. Because he tampered with the water pressure system. He was seen earlier messing with a valve that only qualified workers are supposed to use. Wake up, America!
Is that a bird?
Spider-Man creates the problems he then solves, then expects you to reward him
Yeah, come,
with your
birdie.
adoration. The sad thing is, all too many do. Fortunately, you know better.
What the heck?
Thanks to me.
No.
Pigeon knows the city better than I do.
I messed up. Oh. Come on. Come here, Mr. Pigeon. Come on. How did I not? Oh my god. This pigeon is a fast little boy. Okay, there we go. Sucks to suck, pigeon. Howard gonna call me? I got your pigeon. Oh shit. Is this the lady that spots the people? No, it's not. It's Carlos. Interesting.
Spider-Man. So my tracker picked up some more people who were at the party and might have gotten, you know.
This is Ethan Albright, a biochem TA. Didn't show up for class. My software picked him up in a photo, but there's other pics from the same location and he's gone.
Still our best shot. I'll try to find the place. Thanks. Philip's photo is my only lead again. I gotta find this location. The picture shows elevated train... like the ones up in East Harlem.
Okay. Where's East Harlem? Okay, move. Greenwood, Chinatown, Midtown, Hell's Kitchen, Upper West Side, Tenderoni, Upper East Side, Harlem. Alright. That's so far. Can I... Alright, those are not locked. That's good. Alright, get me here.
Spider-Man.
Philip's photo is my only lead again. I gotta find this location. The picture shows elevated train tracks, like the ones up in East Harlem.
Yeah, elevated train tracks.
Spider-Man, I talked to Carlos. He felt fine until he got to the barbecue. Whatever happened to him kicked in after the Halloween party.
A delayed reaction. Lee's corruption is frightening. Literally, no one's safe. I'm used to hostile New Yorkers. This is a whole new level. Good thing I've got Philip on my side. That guy has some impressive skills. I think these tracks are in East Harlem. Looks like there's a bridge at the end of the tracks. I see elevated train tracks. Those are northeast. If I find the East Harlem elevated train, I think this is pretty far north of BSU. L trains could mean Harlem. These aren't the right tracks. I'll try the ones in East Harlem.
These aren't the right tracks. No, don't abandon me. I'm stuck!
These aren't the tracks I'm looking for, but there's another set in East Harlem.
No.
If I find the East Harlem elevated train tracks, I think this is pretty far north of ESU. I think these tracks are in East Harlem.
Yeah, that's where I'm going.
Looks like there's a bridge at the L trains could mean Harlem.
Okay, I know where the Harlem is. I'm not in Harlem, what? Oh my god. Alright, that's the train tracks. Oh, get there, I guess. How did I get so far?
Wrong place. I need to go to the tracks in East Harlem.
This is Harlem. Okay, where's the thing?
These aren't the tracks I'm looking for.
Yes,
but there's
they
another
are.
set in East Harlem.
No, these aren't the tracks that you are looking for.
Sorry.
What do you mean, brother? That's
I
the
see
bridge.
elevated train tracks. Those are northeast of ESU.
Yeah, that's the bridge that you
find the East Harlem elevated train tracks, I can follow them to this location. These aren't the right tracks. I'll try the ones in East Harlem.
I just wonder what it's gonna take.
L trains could mean Harlem.
Hello. Here's what I want to do. I'm gonna make a new. Hello? Hello? Hello?
Get the hell out of me!
Okay.
I see elevated train tracks. Those are northeast of... Looks like there's a bridge at the end of the tracks. I think this is pretty far north of ESU. Looks like there's a bridge at the end of the tracks. L trains could mean Harlem. I see elevated train tracks. Those are northeast of ESU.
This is on BS.
I think these tracks are in East Harlem.
Where are the tracks?
I think this is pretty far north of ESU. If I find the East Harlem elevated train tracks, I see elevated train tracks. Those are northeast of ESU. Looks like there's a bridge at the end of the tracks. I think this is pretty far north of ESU. If I find the East Harlem elevated train tracks, I can follow them to this location. I think these tracks are in East Harlem. L trains could mean Harlem. L trains could mean Harlem. I see elevated train tracks. Those are northeast of ESU. I think these tracks are in East Harlem. I think this is pretty far north of ESU. Looks like there's a bridge at the end of the tracks. If I find the East Harlem elevated train tracks, I can follow them to this location. Looks like there's a bridge at the end of the tracks. I think these tracks are in East Harlem. L trains could mean Harlem. If I find the East Harlem elevated train tracks, I can follow them to... I think this is pretty far north of ESU. I see elevated train tracks. Those are northeast of ESU. I think this is pretty far north of ESU. I see elevated train tracks. Those are northeast of ESU. I think these tracks are in East Harlem. Looks like there's a bridge at the end of the tracks. L trains could mean Harlem.
How do you do this?
If I find the East Harlem elevated train tracks, I can follow them to this location. I see elevated train tracks. Those are northeast of ESU. If I find the East Harlem elevated train tracks, I can follow them to this location. Looks like there's a bridge at the end of the tracks. I think this is pretty far north of ESU. I think these tracks are in East Harlem. L trains could mean Harlem. If I find the East Harlem elevated train tracks, I can follow them to this... Looks like there's a bridge at the end of the tracks. L trains could mean Harlem. I see elevated train tracks. I think this is pretty far north of ESU.
Another fornicated holiday. Because you know stop
I think these tracks are in East Harlem. L trains could mean Harlem.
Hello, someone hit.
I think these tracks are in East Harlem. Looks like there's a bridge at the end of the tracks. I think this is pretty far north of ESU.
Well, here there might be a photo. Not that one. No, that one.
If I find the East Harlem elevated train tracks,
Why?
I can follow them to this location.
I don't know.
These aren't the tracks I'm looking for. There's another set in East Harlem.
Okay. Bitch, what tracks are you looking for? There are no other tracks in the game.
I see elevated train tracks.
Bitch, shut
Those
up.
are northeast of ESU.
Bitch, shut up. Bitch, shut up. Bitch, shut up. Bitch, I'm so sick of
I
it.
see elevated train tracks. Those are northeast of... I think this is pretty far north of ESU. L trains could mean Harlem. Looks like there's a bridge at the end of the tracks. I think these tracks are in East Harlem. If I find the East Harlem elevated train tracks, I can follow them to this location.
Yeah. Yeah, I know that, dipshit. But where are they?
I think these tracks are in East Harlem.
Bitch, shut up. It's like I know where they are. I know what part of the city they're on. That they're in. No, but if I could just see the exact location, that would be fucking great.
L trains could mean Harlem.
I swear, what if they're not even in Harlem? I'm sick of this mission. But I'm practicing getting it done. I give a shit, actually. I do give a shit. If I just want this.
Wrong place. I need to go to the tracks in East Harlem.
Shut up!
I see elevated train tracks. Those are northeast of ESU.
You see elevated train tracks? Shut the fuck up. Get a handstand. Shut up. I'm not doing shit for you. Can I see the picture again? The game is not going to see the picture anymore. Come on. Fuck you. Oh my god, I found it! I hate this game so much right now. No, I don't hate the game.
This is it. No corrupted students, but it looks like they've been here.
Enjoying it. Okay. Hello, I'm back. No one joined, but alright.
What happened?
Bunch of maniacs going wild. They were high or something. Ran off up the street.
Gotta find them before someone gets hurt a lot worse.
Ran off up the street, my ass. Oh, they probably did, honestly.
Help!
There they are. Time to end this.
Help! Please, help us!
You're a monster! I told you! You can see them all around you? The shadow demon? Yeah!
We corrupted a lot of people at the Halloween party.
All around me!
The sooner I get you guys back to normal, the better. Welcome to the air show. Door's locked. No time to be polite about it. I think that's it. I was just drinking my latte, thinking about this one time I got mugged. And I saw this big crowd of people, and it's like someone flipped a switch. You should be fine now. Though maybe you should switch to decaf.
Okay, well, suck it. What's this one? Okay, what's it called? Oh, my Rikers, I forgot. No, not Rikers. Alchemax. My phone. Oh, my God, my one view disappeared. I mean,
Good, Spidey. You speak English? You need direct. Oh, get fucked!
No.
Gotta run, Spider-Man.
No, I'll give you a high five. Come here. Get back
Pardon
here.
me.
Has anyone else heard reports of Spider-Man literally seeking out clouds of smog to swing through? Is this the behavior of a sane individual? I'll tell you what I think is going on here. When I was a lad, there was a problem with juvenile delinquents sniffing glue to get high. Knowing Spider-Man's weak moral character and thrill-seeking personality, I'd guess the same principle is at work here. But inhaling toxic substances also damages the brain, which actually explains a lot about Spider-Man. He's swinging through the city hopped up on smog.
People watching me.
Is he getting back into drugs? They're heavily armed. This might be easier if I stay quiet.
Where are all the security guards? This is a ghost town. Boss paid for
Huh? Oh, god damn. Well.
Oh, sorry. Did I start on you? Hey, you guys aren't registered pharmacists. The no lab coats thing gave you away. Incoming! A thing of beauty.
I'm gonna break you!
Yeah, I'm picking you off. I mean, I'm Spider-Man, bitch. Batman.
Tombstone's men are down.
But
Now to find out what's in these barrels.
you know what's in the barrel. Oh.
Diox 3. Isn't this the chemical Tombstone was exposed to as a kid? What's he doing with it now?
Yeah! Let's go, come on!
Oh, he's a cokehead. Okay.
I'm guessing that stuff's not for asthma.
Oh, get fucked. Eat me out. Oh, no, don't do that. I did not mean to do that. What? Why are you
More
mad?
drugs. Someone's gotta teach these guys about the dangers of peer pressure.
Why are you mad? Honestly, I don't even know why I live stream. I'm not even good at it. No one even watches. But it's fun. Yeah, oh my god, they do give me so much shit to throw right there. Oh! Oh. Rude. I guess I'll just fight you normally then. Just promise not to get done. Oh yeah. Oh no! You did exactly what I told you not to do. And, you know what? After, you're gonna get a motorcycle thrown at you. Fuck you.
Bad feeling those drug inhalers and the Diox 3 are related. Should analyze an inhaler to find out what's going on here. All right, what's in you? Diox 3 plus designer amphetamine.
Function's nice, that's good.
Pretty clever recipe for temporary invulnerability.
Stay back.
I'm impressed.
No!
This stuff hits the street and there'll be a huge market for it. With Tombstone as the sole supplier.
Stop!
Very lab supplies in that truck.
Woohoo! I gotta do this again. Yeah. Now we can hear you. Jesus Christ.
Patrick, you rage so loud.
Time for some artisanal science.
I'm playing a parkour map.
There. single dose.
Yeah,
of
you gotta.
drug.
You
There's a
gotta
bunch of
nerf
random
it.
people though. Or they're not all random. I know like 3.
Yeah. Oh, Frankie joined.
Kill this kid.
Can you, like, lift something heavy? Keep fighting the good fight, man. I saw some of those psychos in
I think someone's inside of the place.
How you know?
Move it, spider jerk!
Might kill him.